let's not cap. When it comes to stores that you've never been to, you're probably wondering, is it worth going over there? Is it worth driving, flying a plane? Is it worth going to the store? Is this store exaggerated? Does the narrative fit the name of this store? And a lot of you guys in the comment section are probably wondering, Ultron, give us the tea. How was the store? Was going over there worth it? Is Toy Federation a good store? Does its reputation precedes it? Well, I'll give you my answer. Is Toy Federation worth going to? My answer to that is what's going on, you guys? This is Ultron 2. Welcome back to the Ultron 2 show, coming out with you live by the power of the internet. So guys, check this out. Welcome to the Toy Store series. In this series, I will be visiting different toy stores, conventions. I'm going to give you guys my experience, and I'm also going to let you guys know from my experience if these toy stores are worthy to shop at. So I'm basically going to examine the store, what they sell, their prices, customer service, how the employees treat their customers, stuff like that, based off these eyes. So I'm not going to go to toy stores and do interviews with the owners or anything like that. So it's just going to be a vlog, and I'm going to give you guys my perspective on everything. So this kind of video is going to be different than any other video I ever post on my channel, because doing vlogs is something I never intended for this channel. But as I'm getting older, I do want to get outside the house more, explore, and try to do more things and just switch up content. You guys know we came a long way from doing Beyblade content, doing tech reviews and unboxings, gaming content, stop motion animation content, and I had to sacrifice certain things on my channel and just stick to a certain narrative, so I could kind of be tunnel vision, but also have one goal in mind, even though it will be different strands of paths in the goal. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about content wise. And you guys can see, got a mic. I noticed that every YouTuber I watch is starting to use these mics with their videos and stuff like that. So right now I'm filming off my iPhone 14 Plus, but throughout the vlog I will be using the Canon G7X, as you guys can see, 4K quality camera. And this camera is a vlogging camera. This is perfect for vlogging. This is actually what I used when I went to Charlie's Collectible Show. So you guys know I already went to Charlie's Collectible Show. I went to Still Collectibles. These are amazing places. Now, Charlie's Collectible Show is not a toy store. It's a convention slash toy show. It's basically two things in one. They have events going on every weekend. Every month they bring in a famous voice actor or a famous celebrity to the place for autograph signings and stuff like that. If you guys live in Georgia and you're a toy collector or anime fan of that nature, guys, please check them out. So even though Toy Federation is not in my state, it still will be part of the series. So if you guys want to support me on this journey with new different types of content and just switching stuff up, I would definitely and I would highly appreciate that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below your thoughts in the video. Shout out to Toy Federation. So I want to get this intro out so I don't have to really explain it while I'm at the store. So Toy Federation is owned by a man named Ryan. Um, he's been doing this from one, because I watch all their videos, so I'm pretty much caught up with all the stuff that they do and all the trades and stuff that they do in the videos. But he's basically been, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's been doing this probably a year. I think he said he's been doing this for like 21 years or something like that, or basically as long as I've been born, because I'm 22 years old. I turned 23 March 17th, guys, and it is March 6th today. So he's been doing this for a long time. Basically, the store that I'm going to is actually the second version, or the second store. They used to have, he used to have all his stuff in the store across the street from the store that he's in now. And I heed you guys. I did my research. I've said this multiple times. Anytime I'm going somewhere, anytime, doesn't matter, even if it's a job, I always do my research. So I've seen all their videos. I've seen all of Retro Rick's videos of him going to Toy Federation. I've literally seen pretty much everybody's videos of going to Toy Federation. Like, I literally did my research. I even went back and watched the old videos. And I even went back, watched all the older videos all week, basically. So, with that being said, basically, and I've said this from the beginning, and just for clarification, I've been watching Toy Federation for over a year, and I've even said this in the beginning. I think I said this online too. But Toy Federation is basically the Pawn Stars, but of the toy community. So, and honestly, more toy stores need to make content. I heed you. And the reason why is because it's basically self-explanatory. You'll be able to branch out more. You'll be able to get your voice, your store heard, everything like that. You'll be able to gain more customers, more followers, more of everything. If you're a person that just runs a store, you have no social media, that's already a recipe for disaster. Sure, you'll get business, but you're not going to get high tier booming type of business. You know, that's another reason why Charlie's Clever Show is as big as it is now, because they advertise themselves on every social media platform. That's the new thing nowadays, man. This is crazy, man. I don't want this intro to be too long. This video is actually going to be a long video, just like the Charlie's Clever Show. That video is actually the longest video I ever posted on my channel, an hour long. So I'm going to edit this video the best I can. I want to try to change some things up. And I'm going to post this video the highest quality I can. Hopefully when the uploads will be in 4K. So basically, at Toy Federation, they basically film themselves going to RetroCon, which is basically a toy show, which is basically a show that they have at a toy convention called Retro Toy Con. And they also film themselves with doing trades. They film themselves buying merchandise from customers and stuff like that.
I'm selling. No, I got the lowest price of sold stuff on eBay, and it comes out to about $175 minus a few of the small ones.
Right.
Everything is basically there. If you guys go watch their channel, I'll leave links in the description to everything, so you guys make sure to check them out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the ride. Make sure to enjoy the content. Like, if you guys like the content, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe. And their store is pretty amazing, man. I've seen a lot of YouTubers go to their store. Now it's my turn. So, and honestly, I wasn't planning on going to the store from the beginning. I gave this some thought 2 months ago. So I said, you know what? Let me just pull the trigger. Let me go to the store and just see what's popping. So I'm going to film, do what I do best, and Ultron is coming to Toy Federation. So you guys enjoy the video, and we out.
said he got me thinking about more money. OG told me it's no money like hoe money. Flight out of state, 20K is like show money. Meet me face to face, we can talk, then you can go for me. I don't hold grudges, I go harder than I shit on them. What's up, nigga? Remember when you used to call me lil' homie?
All right, guys, we made it to Toy Federation. We are here in the parking lot. Gonna head to the front of the building. So honestly, guys, you guys know what I collect. Honestly, I don't know what to expect, but most definitely want to pick up some Funko Pops, Ninja Turtles, Star Wars, and stuff like that. Gotta get that view. Alright. Alright guys, so coming into the front of the store was amazing. It still felt so unreal based off just being there, man. It's like I watched all the videos and now it's crazy that I'm here in person. You know what I'm saying? Guys, it is an amazing experience going to the store. This is just the beginning. You guys should definitely check out Toy Federation 100%. What's going on? So what? You familiar with that?
No.
It's not a lot of retro stuff. A lot of Master of the Universe. Retro figures. Got some X-Men. Okay, there we go. We got a bunch of G.I. Joes here. Guys, real talk, if you made it this far in the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on all notifications to stay notified of all uploads. I would definitely appreciate it. Also, shout out to you guys if you made it this far in the video. You're a real one. Okay, we got Transformers over here. Guys, I might pick something out of this case right here. I already see a lot of nice stuff in here. I might pick up. Okay, we got some Voltron. So this is where they put Voltron figures at.
What you looking at, son? What you thinking? What you thinking? What you looking
Of wrestlers. Of course, these are old school wrestlers. I don't collect these, but they're pretty cool. It's autograph. Who's that? I think it's Adam Page. Autograph. Pretty cool. It's just Star Wars. Got a lot of Black Series figures. Let's see. Got some Comos battle packs. Definitely gonna need some more of those for my stop motions I have coming up. Got some more up top. Okay, they got these for 60. Got a lot of wrestlers. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I think I might start getting back into collecting WWE figures. Cause I've had some in the past, but I had just stopped collecting that like years ago. Even though I'm a huge WWE fan, I just can never get into collecting the figures, but might pick up a few. Got some elites down here. Let's see. Got Hulk Hogan. Okay, 25. Dominic Mysterio the Trader. Got Roman Reigns.
Did we ever do anything? Did we put the Dexter figure out?
Dungeons and Dragons. Kingdom Come. For those who have been watching my channel, you guys know how I feel about DC Multiverse figures. Guys, real talk, if you want a real DC figure, get Mayfex. Don't waste your money on that trash.
On the interstate. I mean, it's going. I said most of you guys do. I said most of you guys is just going straight on the interstate. It's like 75 ones was like Barbie and stuff. I was on I got on 285 the whole time.
Toy Biz.
130 something miles that was on the interstate just going straight.
Alright guys, for my stop motion I'm doing right now, Marvel and DC Wars between collab, definitely am going to need some more G.I. Joe figures for that. Don't know when that film's gonna drop, but I'll let you guys know on that. Let's see. I got Snake Eyes. Oh yeah, I already have Sergeant Stalker. I already have that figured on. Let's see. Got a lot of classic Transformers, got Rise of the Fallen stuff. It's crazy, they don't make Transformers like they used to. Let's see. Power of the Primes. Gridlock. Let me see. Wars done correctly. Shoot. Alright guys, real talk, I literally was contemplating if I should get either of those figures, but I decided to hold off on it. Especially after seeing the price. I think it was $150, something like that, especially that reptile figure. I've been planning some Mortal Kombat animation, some stop motions on Mortal Kombat. That's something I always wanted to do on my channel. Especially that Ryu figure that you guys see right here. Was really thinking of getting that, but like I said before, certain things I wanted to pick up when I was in the store, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. I have a lot of time. I can always just pick it up later. So that's basically the game plan. But I still picked up a lot of good stuff when I was in the store, but you guys will see that towards the end. Oh yeah, this is the figure I need for my collection. I need a Nightcrawler. I'm definitely gonna pick him up. Let's see. Hello there. All right, guys, we are back. If you guys made it this far in the video, you guys are a real one. And I mean that. So, welcome back to the Ultron 2 show. So, it has been officially a week since I've been to Toy Federation. Been busy with work during the week, so wasn't able to get the video out sooner. But, you know, life stuff happens. But I do have a lot of stuff to say in this video. Make sure to check out the links in the description, especially my Instagram. If you guys want to see exclusive content, stuff I don't even post on YouTube, check out my Instagram at Ultron2. Everything will be in the description down below. Ultron2, that will also be on the screen. That's all my socials. Also, guys, I did drop new merch. This brand and this design, this merch brand that I specifically did is basically one of the main slogans for the channel. That's gonna be until I obviously come up with more ideas. This is gonna be the main thing that I wear. So I created, after giving it some thought, I created this brand called Ultronic. And it makes sense because you guys know Ultron is a machine, android. And you guys know the Marvel character Ultron. You guys know Ultron is the main inspired character and soldier and slogan for the channel. So yeah, so guys, make sure to check out the merch in the description down below. I'm also going to be ordering some samples, so I will be showing that off, so you guys can check that out. So guys, make sure to follow me. Everything's in the description down below. All right, so let's get down to business. So, was Toy Federation worth going to? Yes, Toy Federation was worth going towards. I had a nice time. I didn't just go to South Carolina just to go to Toy Federation. I also stopped at a few places. I forgot the name of this restaurant that I went to. This wing restaurant. It's a small restaurant, but guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'll put the name of the wing restaurant on the screen, but these were the best wings I've ever had in my entire life. Like, no lie. I've had wings from a lot of different places. Like, some I could think of the top of my head, like Wingstop, American Deli, W&B Factory, Atlanta's Best Wings, and just wings from any other restaurant. Even homemade wings, you know. This place sells good wings, so shout out to them. So if you guys are in the South Carolina area, or if you guys are planning to go over there, make sure to check out this wing store because they're pretty good. Tell them Ultron sent you over there. So yeah, but yeah, all jokes aside, South Carolina, that whole thing was pretty cool. And I've never been to South Carolina before until recently. But yeah, so going to Toy Federation. Before I show you guys how much I spent, and well, before I tell you guys how much I spent, and before I get into the stuff I bought, I also went down there obviously to vlog, film some content, and buy stuff. Obviously, one thing I do want to say for the record of this video is shout out to and I only got to speak to two of them. Shout out to Andy and shout out to Ryan. I didn't get to speak to Travis. He was in the back at the time when I was in the store. Well, he was in there earlier, but as time went on, I didn't get to speak to him. But yeah, but either way, even shout out to Travis as well. Everybody at Toy Federation, shout out to everybody there. I did get to chop it up with Ryan and Andy. Pretty cool guys, just like from the YouTube videos. They're all amazing people, man. And I think I said this in the beginning of the video. Like I said before, guys, I did my homework. You know, I had a conversation with Ryan. I told him about my YouTube channel. I told him that I've been watching Toy Federation pretty much since the beginning. I'm caught up with all the videos. I even go back and watch all the older videos. Toy Federation, to me, is not just a toy store, but now that they have a YouTube channel, it feels like I'm watching. It's the same thing as if I'm watching a TV show series or something like that. And I always go back and rewatch that, you know. But it was pretty solid, pretty fun. My experience in the store was amazing, man. I was flabbergasted. Like, if you thought watching videos of the store was amazing, go there in person, guys. I did. Now, I will say this: the day where I did go, they weren't filming at the time. And Ryan did tell me that the day was a little bit slow, which is understandable because I used to work for a furniture store, and there's been many months where business has been slow or haven't really got any sales, whatever we're doing today. You know, that's life stuff. Anybody that works in retail for a small business, or anybody that owns a business, you guys know how it is. Pretty cool. So yeah, I told him about the channel and stuff like that. Stop watching Animator, and like I said, guys, at first I wasn't planning on going to the store because okay, I will say this: the store, Toy Federation, is exactly around 3 hours. It's a 3-hour drive from where I live going there. Compared to if it was any other state, 3 hours is nothing. But I will say 3 hours is a long time. Trust me, guys, it's a long drive. But it was really worth it. I will say that. I did pick up a lot of stuff. The amount of money I spent over $500 at Toy Federation. I have no regrets because I've actually planned for this trip like a month and a half. Well, no, not a month and a half, but like a month ahead of time. So I specifically put a whole bunch of money to the side, even though I didn't spend the amount of money I wanted to spend. I spend it. I did spend a decent amount of money, and in my mindset coming in there, I wanted to get stuff that I obviously want, but also stuff I kind of want to like have like at the moment, or stuff that I needed at the moment. Because there's still a lot of stuff I want for my collection, and I did had a goal in mind though when I came into the store. There was a few figures that I did wanted to pick up before I even went into the store, and I did manage to pick them up. So shout out to Ryan, guys at Toy Federation, for having what I was actually looking for. But I also picked up a whole bunch of other stuff I'm interested in, and I got them. And honestly, the prices, the price, I will say this. One thing I do have to say about Toy Federation, the prices were fair. I even have my phone, a few of the items, like some items in the store, just out of curiosity, looked on eBay, sold listings just to see how much this item is in the store and how much people have been selling them for on eBay or on Marketplace. Also, if anybody from Toy Federation is watching this, one thing I suggest you do, besides using eBay, also use price charting. Price charting, that will definitely help you in the long run, because with price charting, it literally gives you an average of how much an item is, and this is based off across the internet, off of different websites, not just eBay. So you could kind of get a idea of how much something may be worth, loose, full in box, whatever. But eBay is also a good source to use. Also, I will put timestamps in the video, so just in case you want to skip this part, I suggest you don't. I know this video is going to be long, but guys, bear with me. This is a nice, well put together video that I did attempt to do. I will be going, what is today though? Today is March the 11th. So I will be going to Charlie's Collectibles show in 2 weeks from now. There is another voice actor coming, but I'll save that for another time. But yeah, I was talking to Ryan and Andy about just some collector stuff, you know, saying how I'm a fan of the channel, I'm stop watching animator. I even told Andy about I don't like how I don't really collect Marvel Legends anymore and DC Multiverse, and I'm really serious about that, guys. If you guys see my video, you guys know I don't collect DC Multiverse figures and Marvel Legends anymore. And maybe I should make a video about the whole DC Multiverse license, that going back to Mattel or something like that. I know everybody in the toy community has been talking about that lately, and honestly, I think that's for the best, because McFarlane, he just doesn't know what he's doing. All those figures, all those DC Multiverse figures, they suck, bro. And I'm going to do a separate video on DC Multiverse, bro. And half of it's going to be what I want to say, and the other half is going to be a reaction video of it, all in one video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, but everything was good vibes. Everybody was cool in there. There was a few people came in and out of the store. I will say that. I wish I could have gotten more stuff, but at the same time, my mindset was, you know what? I don't really, even though I want this is not something I necessarily am desperate to have right now. So I can always order this online whenever I feel like ordering it. You know what I mean? That's my mindset on it. So the way how I see it, even if I want something but I don't want it right now, I can always just get it later. So, and then if I see something that I really want and the price is right, can't pass it up, I pick it up. But let's get into the stuff I bought. So that is the end of that part. Um, one more thing I do want to say, I am officially getting back into Pokemon. I've been on and off with Pokemon for years. Um, I'm not gonna cap, but I'm getting back into Pokemon. Um, and honestly, maybe it was just certain Pokemon shows that I just didn't like, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way with hating the entire thing as a whole. But there was some Pokemon shows I didn't like, so it kind of gave me a mindset to just not watch Pokemon no more. But honestly, I've been seeing this huge trend is coming back where everybody and their mom is buying Pokemon cards. So I've been buying a lot of Pokemon cards. So when I went to Toy Federation, I did pick up some cards. Actually, I wasn't planning on getting Pokemon cards, but when I saw it at the counter, I was like, you know what, let me pick up some cards. So I got some Pokemon cards here. Picked up 5 cards. So I got 2 Paradox Rift and 3 Scarlet Violets. Got some packs. Oh, let me show you. Hopefully the camera will focus. But yeah, I got some packs of these cards. So I got 2 Paradox Rift and I got 3 Scarlet Violets. And the cool thing about it is that they all have different Pokemon faces on it. So we got a total of 5, and I bought these for $4 a piece. So there's that. Now these 2 I'm about to show you, I did not get these from Toy Federation. However, I did get these off of Amazon, and I will be doing a live unboxing of these things I bought. Eventually, I might do an Instagram live. Yeah, I think I'll do an Instagram live. Because I feel like I would potentially get a more view count on Instagram live than my YouTube. Yeah, well, we'll see. So I'll put the name of this Pokemon pack on the screen. I forgot the name of it, but I picked up this pack, and these are Japanese Pokemon cards. Now, guys, don't get it twisted. A lot of people who are from America also collect the the Japanese Pokemon cards. So, see, what people don't understand is that a lot of from what I hear, Japanese Pokemon cards are worth more on the market than the English versions. I don't know why, but that's how it is. And then I picked up this box. This is the Charizard Super Premium Collection. And this is Charizard EX. So I paid $80 for this. Retail value of this is what, 70? So I paid a little bit over retail. But you know how Amazon is. Amazon always trying to get extra money out of people. But this one, I think I'll keep this one in the box. I think, honestly, what I want to do, I want to buy another box of this. I could keep one for display, and then just have one to just crack open and just see what we get. But this is a nice set, I will say that. So, in total, you get 10 packs of Pokemon cards, and then you get 3 promo cards. So you'll get Charmeleon, Charizard, and Charmander. So all 3 versions of Pokemon. So there is that. Now let's get down to the real stuff. So I have 4 bags of stuff. So let's get to this bag. So it's off the back. All right, you guys look. And the cool thing about these bags, they're black and you can't even see what it is. But it's cool. So first off, we have Star Wars Clone Wars set C10. Say C10. And say C10, he was part of the Jedi Council during the Clone Wars. Pretty awesome. So now, I seen this in Star Wars Commotion stop motion in one of his Star Wars animations. I think it was the Order 66 one that he did. And I have a whole bunch of 3-inch quarter scale Star Wars figures. And I'm planning on doing an Order 66 stop motion myself. I don't know when I'm going to do that. I still have to drop Marvel and DC World Between Collides Part 1. I have to drop that one first before I can worry about any other project. But I did pay $10 for this. But this is a cool figure. Definitely need to pick that up. I'm definitely going to be buying more Jedi, stuff like that. When it comes to the Star Wars stuff, I used to collect the 6-inch figures, but now I kind of want to do 3.75. The 3-inch quarter scale figures. You guys know what I mean. And honestly, they're just more affordable. And honestly, though, there are more figures to buy, more characters. I feel like when it comes to Star Wars, all the characters are more into the 3-inch figures than the 6-inch. So I will say that. Then we have, and this one is from the movie when it first came out. When was this? Back in 2008. And I remember when the Star Wars Clone Wars, the first movie first came out, and the movie came out before the actual series itself. But we have Captain Rex, $20. And I will say this, I did look this up on eBay. People are actually charging more money for this. So the fact that this is $20, this is actually a good price for this figure. Pretty lit. And I actually needed a Captain Rex figure in my collection because I actually don't have a Captain Rex. So real talk, guys, I'm actually glad I picked this guy up. So that was pretty lit. And next up, hold on, this thing fell out. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's missing one of the blasters. But we have Obi-Wan Kenobi's Starfighter from Revenge of the Sith. Pretty awesome. Now, it is missing one of these blaster pieces. And that's how I bought it in the store. I wonder if somebody was playing with it and lost it. Or maybe Ryan was just, maybe he just had it sold like this in the store. But yeah. So another thing I'm going to do is when I get a chance, I'm going to clean this off. And I feel like that's one thing collectors need to do when it comes to buying used toys. Is because remember, people keep their stuff like you never know where somebody keeps their stuff at, so it's like you have to stay vigilant when it comes to stuff like that. So make sure, here's R4. Head rotates. That's actually a pretty cool feature. But yeah, so guys, make sure you guys clean off your toys, and it does feel a little dusty, a little bit. So this is cool, and I do have an Obi-Wan 3-inch quarter scale figure. So glad I picked that up. That was 30 bucks. Next up, got another bag. Another Star Wars. This time we got Star Wars Rebels Ken and Jarrus. $20. As you see. Vintage collection. Now I know a lot of people like to keep these carded up, hang them on the wall or something like that. But with this figure, I'm not gonna keep this one in box. I'm actually gonna open this guy up. Because like I said, I have some stop motions coming up in the future, so definitely gonna need Kanan. So definitely got him. Then now guys, remember what I said about needing figures for the collection and coming in there with the mindset of, okay, if I see this, I'm gonna buy it. And I did buy figures that I did want for my collection, that I needed for my collection. Saw it, had the opportunity to get it, got it. So here is one of the things. So, and it is Marvel Legends. This still doesn't change how I feel about Marvel Legends though, guys. But like I said, remember what I told y'all in that video. Unless it's a figure that another brand has made, I'm gonna have to get it from Marvel Legends. And that's exactly what it is. Man, I feel like Mezco needs to make this figure. Mezco needs to do one. But here's Nightcrawler, X-Men. I don't know what it is, but this figure, I've been noticing this for the longest time, but this figure has gone up in value on the market. And I paid 50 bucks for it. And honestly, this was another item I looked on eBay. People were actually selling this figure. I seen a whole bunch of listings. A lot of people were trying to get more than $50 for this. Some people were selling it for 50, but there's also other people trying to sell it for like 60, 70 plus shipping, all this other stuff. But I'm actually glad I got Nightcrawler. You guys know I'm trying to build up my X-Men collection. But honestly, when it comes to the X-Men, I'm really trying to build up the main cast, the main X-Men characters. Because the thing about X-Men is that there is a lot of X-Men members. So yeah, honestly, if I sat down and tried to collect every single X-Men character, it's like, dang man, that's gonna be a while. Next off, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leo retro version, except this is the 2021 version. And I do have some Ninja Turtles in my collection, but now that I have one of the retro 80s Turtles, I definitely need to get the other 3 Turtles. Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello. Definitely need to get those guys. And the Party Wagon. See, guys, I'm not gonna lie, man. The Party Wagon, I've been wanting that toy, that van. I've been wanting that for so long, bro. I remember, I think the first time I ever sat down to actually watch the 2000, no, not 2000, but the 1980s Ninja Turtle show. This was back in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Was it? Yeah, it was either the end of 2011 or 12. No, actually, no, it was 2012. So back in 2012, that was the first time I ever sat down to watch the 80s Ninja Turtles. And matter of fact, 2012 was actually the year where I got heavily into Ninja Turtles. Now, I've been watching Ninja Turtles before the year of 2012. The first Ninja Turtles show I've ever watched in my life was the 2003. The 2003 Ninja Turtle show is my favorite Ninja Turtles TV show of all time, bro. And arguably, I think that's the best Ninja Turtle show ever made, honestly. Better than the 80s, 2012, 2007, everything, bro. The 2003, nothing compares to it. And the thing I love about the 2003 Turtles show is that it's a more serious tone show, and they had a lot of positive moments, a lot of action, a lot of unique aspects to the show that wasn't in the 80s cartoon. It was different, and the ninjas actually fought like ninjas, and there was a lot of dark episodes, dark moments. If you know, you know. But yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Playmates. Roll the clip. Alright guys, so we got the third bag right here. So guys, I will say this. This is one of the best steals I've ever had in my toy collecting life. In toy collecting history of just me collecting. So I've been wanting this 2-pack for a long time. I could have bought this a long time ago, but I had stuff. A lot of stuff happens, bro. I forget. I have a whole bunch of other stuff going on, so it's like I'm not really worried about it at the moment. But guys, I've been wanting this 2-pack for a very, very long time. So, oh yeah, I forgot they packed up the Toy Federation sticker in the bag. And I'm actually gonna put this on my shelf. I'm gonna put this somewhere. But shout out to the guys at Toy Federation. Shout out to you guys. You guys are doing good. Keep up the great work, especially you, Ryan. But I've been wanting this 2-pack for a long time. But this is the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2-pack with Mikey and Raphael. And guess how much I paid for it? $50. $50, guys. I kid you not. Go on Mercari, go on eBay, offer up any other third-party site. People are selling this 2-pack for close to $100. I already have the other 2 turtles. I've been rearranging my shelf. I've been changing a lot of stuff around. You guys can't see everything, but I moved all my X-Men figures from this shelf to this shelf, as you guys can see. But these 2 turtles here, I paid $90. I paid $90 for that 2-pack when I went to Charlie's collectible show. Shout out to my lost toys at Charlie's. But when I went to their booth, they were selling their 2-pack for $90, and that's how much it was going for online. So I said, you know what? I see it here. They only have a few packs left. Let me just pick it up. You know, it ain't nothing bad. What's the worst can happen? But this, I got this for a steal. I paid basically nearly $50 less. So I'm glad I picked up this 2-pack of these guys. Can't wait to display them on the shelf, pose them around. And guys, I really like this movie. In terms of Ninja Turtle live action movie, this one, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, actually, no, I'm capping. This one was better than the 2014 movie, in my opinion. The original one, nothing will ever, unless they come up with something crazy, nothing will beat the original one. And then I also picked up. Oh yeah, we got another Toy Story stick. I didn't realize they put another one in there. But but yeah. So oh yeah. Also, this is what Andy put in there. So Retro HorrorCon, September 5th through 7th. Oh yeah, this is what Ryan was talking about in his one of his YouTube videos. Actually, the latest YouTube video that they put out, the newest episode they just put out, November. And this is Retro ToyCon. Um, this is pretty sick. November 21 through the 23rd. So it's basically the week before Thanksgiving. Even if I wanted to go, mm, even if I wanted to go, I probably couldn't go because I'll be busy with work and just other stuff. And plus, one of my family members' birthdays around this time anyway, and they'll probably be gone during this time anyway. So, but yeah, this is pretty cool, guys. So Retro Toy Con convention, and then they have HorrorCon coming up. So guys, check that out. But this is one thing that needs to be talked about Toy Federation. This that is very underrated. Very unfortunate. But I did pick up some comic books, guys. This is pretty. I didn't pick up too many comic books. I only picked up like 4 comics. When I go to Charlie's Collectible Show in a few weeks, I'm definitely gonna pick up some more comics. But even though Toy Federation isn't known for the comic books, I feel like they need to do more stuff with their comic books, man. Because oh, we got another sticker. They need to do more stuff with their comic books, man. Because comic books is a huge deal. Besides Pokemon cards and Funko Pops, there is a huge market for comic books. The comic books is that one thing that will always sell and gain traction. You know, it just is. It's just like, first off, like when you're running a store, you have comic books. You have to display them a certain way, or just make it known that you have comic books. Because if you don't make it known that you sell comics, nobody's not gonna really know. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people, even from because guys, I watch the videos. A lot of people that come in the store, a lot of people don't even be looking at the comic books, man. You know what I'm saying? So it all depends. Now at Charlie's Collectible Show, a lot of people, when it comes, a lot of people be coming there for the comic books, bro. That goes to certain booths that of people that sell toys in the comic books. They make it known that they sell comic books, and they're able to get themselves. Now I remember I bought a whole bunch of comic books when I went over there, but these comic books were cheap, $5, $3. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So I picked up 1 Avengers comic, 2 Spider-Man, 1 Wolverine. So let me show them off. So we have issue number 56, Wolverine. And this is actually the Silver Samurai. I actually love the Silver Samurai. I actually have a Marvel Legends Silver Samurai on the top. I actually did a stop motion with him one time on the channel. If you know, you know. But this is pretty cool. I definitely want to look more into this storyline because Wolverine has a history with Silver Samurai. On sale twice a month. But yeah, I'm definitely going to read these comic books later on when I get a chance to. So I picked up another West Coast Avengers. So we have issue number 54, Acts of Vengeance, Avengers West Coast. $1 US, $1.25 Canada. Pretty cool. And I already have I've got the other issue that I have. Because I have my comic books in this container. So we got issue number 4 of Spider-Man, and this is where the lizard is on the cover. And matter of fact, and I'm very familiar with this art style, but this is actually, and what a coincidence, and I was just talking about Todd McFarlane, but this is actually Todd McFarlane's artwork right here, guys. So this is where Spider-Man is fighting the lizard. So here it says, no matter how many times you kill him, the lizard lives. So this is actually part 4 or 5. So, and I actually I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Maybe not as big of a Spider-Man fan as like other people in the stop motion community. I'm only going to specifically speak for stop motion community because I know a lot of guys love Spider-Man, but don't get me wrong, guys. I love Spider-Man. Even though I may not show it, I really, really, really love Spider-Man. Pretty cool. But I will give Todd McFarlane his flowers. Todd McFarlane is one of the best comic artists in the world. His artwork is very good, though. This might be somebody else's artwork. I'm gonna have to do some research. Actually, no, it's not. It's McFarlane as well. So we have issue number 2 of Spider-Man. This is, what does that say? Arachnite Returns Torment, part 2 of 5. Spider-Man and Spider-Man's fighting the lizard. Bloodlust of the lizard. And then this is part 4. So we have 2 and 4. I mean, yeah. 2 and 4, and this is the part 5. My bad, part 5 series, I should say. Part 5 series. So we have part 2, part 4. So I'm going to, when I get a chance to, I'm going to buy the other parts so I can have the complete series. So I'm going to go on eBay or a different website and buy these. Or hopefully, who knows? Maybe next time I go to Charlie's, I might be able to pick up the rest. Who knows? But this is pretty cool. And the one thing I really like about the comic books is that the comic books they're in very good condition. Comic books are in very good condition. I don't see any wear and tear. I don't see nothing. I don't see none of that. So this is pretty cool. Especially this one. This comic book right here is in very good condition. I wonder if I got this graded. I wonder what it will come back as. Because this comic book is in good condition from what I can see. I don't see any marks or anything like that. But yeah. At the end of the day, it's $3 comic book. So it's like, even if I get it graded, it's not going to really worth that much money. But last but not least, guys, we have one more item. So before I show this, as a matter of fact, we covered that up. Let me show you guys how big, pretty decent size box. So before I wrap this video up and show you guys the last thing, I told myself when I go to Twitter for Asia, I'm not going to buy any big item for a whole bunch of money. And I mean one big item for a whole bunch of money. But honestly, guys, I couldn't help myself. Because like I said before, I've been wanting to get into this collecting line for a long time, but I'm going to take it slow because collecting these figures costs a lot of money. But guys, I did pick up a Hot Toy. My very first Hot Toy figure that I finally own. So I've never bought a Hot Toys figure ever in my life, but this is my first one. My first Hot Toy, I actually was planning on buying that Ultron Mark 1 from Age of Ultron. And that would be a nice piece to have on my shelf. I'm actually going to buy another display cabinet just for my Hot Toys. So I'm going to keep this one in box until I get another cabinet. So I did pick up the Mandalorian Super Commando Captain. I did pick this guy up. If you guys know, you know. So if you guys seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars, when was it? This is what season? It's like the last season, season 7. So when Darth Maul took over Mandalore, he has new soldiers, new Mandalorians that are basically his ride or die. And I actually like this armor. They're basically like Darth Maul supporters, and in Darth Maul's name and his support, they literally custom made helmets of Darth Maul's horns, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So this is how much I paid for. I paid $275 for, I don't know how much. I think this on the market, this goes for about $280, something like that, $290, something like that plus tax. But this when I saw that, and then when I saw the price that they were selling it for, this is a fair price. Now, the cool thing about this is that when I was in the store, when I told Andy that I want, because I was looking at all the Hot Toys in the display cabinet, I was like, I want that. I want this Hot Toy right here. And at first, I thought he was gonna get the one that was in the display cabinet, but something even better happened. He went in the back and he picked up this. So this is actually brand new. Still in the box, and I actually opened it. So, okay. Crack that open real quick. So, pretty nice artwork. So this is actually brand new. Everything is here, guys. This is gonna be pretty lit, man. I cannot wait to start collecting these guys, displaying them, taking pictures. And for those who don't know, I do have a toy photography page on Instagram. It's called Ultron 2 Toy Photography. I haven't posted anything on that page in years. Definitely need to get back to posting stuff on there. But guys, Ultron 2 finally picked up his first Hot Toy. And honestly, guys, if I'm keeping it real, and it's like this YouTuber that I was watching said, and this is a YouTuber that collects, whose channel is really about Hot Toys. I remember in the video he said, when you first start off collecting Hot Toys, you kind of want to pick one line at a time or stick to one thing. But obviously you could do whatever you want. But at first I didn't get it, but after giving it some more thought, I kind of understood what he was saying. Me personally, when it comes to Hot Toys, even though I'm a fan of multiple brands, I'm a fan of a lot of stuff. You name it, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Marvel, well, I already said Marvel, Capcom, whole bunch of other brands, right? Ninja Turtles. I'm a fan of all that, right? But when it comes to Hot Toys, I kind of want to stick to maybe one or two brands. So the main thing I wanted to collect was Star Wars Hot Toys and Marvel. So I think when it comes to Hot Toys, I'll think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to get Marvel and Star Wars Hot Toys. So I need to figure out how I'm going to display these pieces, because I don't want, and guys, I kid you not, the way I'm going to display these Hot Toys is going to be very, very different than how I have all these other figures displayed. It's not going to be the same thing where I have a whole bunch of figures on one shelf. I'm only going to put a few pieces on one shelf. I think the most figures I'll put on one shelf when it comes to the Hot Toys is 3. But I gotta display it in a certain way where it looks cool and it doesn't just look boring and stale. So yeah, guys, that's basically everything I bought from Toy Federation. This was a nice haul, I will say. Decent amount of money. I could have spent more money, but like I said before, guys, not in a rush to buy everything. Guys, remember, toy collecting is a process, and don't rush the process. You guys know what they say about rushing the process. It doesn't end well. So picked up everything I wanted, things that I was interested in. I will say that. Guys, make sure to check out Toy Federation. Shout out to everybody there. Make sure to check out their channel. Also, if anybody from Toy Federation is watching this video, doubt it, but if you guys are, shout out to you guys for watching the video. All my subscribers, appreciate you guys for coming out to the video. Even people that are not even subscribed to the channel, thank you for checking out my video, man. Make sure to subscribe. This is also a series I'm doing, visiting toy stores across Georgia, just in general, you know. Toy Federation, even though that wasn't in my state, that's still going into the playlist. So this was a really good store, I will say that. So check out Toy Federation, check them out. Also, before I get off this video, you're probably wondering, Ultron, what is the next store you're going to? Good question. So there's a whole bunch of other stores. Also, I'm not just going to toy stores, I'm also going to comic book stores as well. So comic book store, and toy stores is all in the same thing. So, and it will be more interesting because if I'm doing comic book stores and toy stores, I could be able to get more content, more videos out. So the next toy store that I'm going to is Second Chance Toys. So Chance, which is the co-owner of the store, the guys at Second Chance Toys, look out. I'm going to Second Chance Toys next month in April. I don't know exactly when in April, maybe the first week. I'll have to think about it. I've been seeing a lot of cool voice actors are coming to Charlie's Collectible Show, and honestly, I'm really happy I found out about Charlie's Collectible Show when I did. I wish I found out about it sooner, bro, because we've had a whole bunch of other voice actors and other stuff that's lit happened at Charlie's, and I never knew about it. You know what I'm saying? But better late than never, right? So I'm gonna have to check my schedule with certain stuff. And also, Second Chance Toys, they have a YouTube channel and they're doing content similar to Toy Federation in some kind of ways, you know. But Second Chance Toys, they need to start doing more content like Toy Federation. They need to start filming trades, interacting with customers, all that type of stuff, man. You know what I mean? And they're starting to follow their schedule when they upload their videos. I noticed that. And honestly, real talk, guys, if I had to compare a store that's similar to Toy Federation that's in my state that I know of, it would be Second Chance Toys. The only problem with Second Chance Toys is that they don't have a balance of modern stuff and retro toys. They have more retro stuff than modern stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if they could get a little bit more modern stuff in there, then that would be a more lit store. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. And the thing that sucks about Second Chance Toys is that recently, Chance said in the video, they got rid of all their Funko Pops. They literally sold all their pops to Plastic Empire. I know that store is mainly known for Funko Pops. I'm going to visit that store some later down the line too. So yeah, but that's enough of that. Thank you guys for watching. Ultron 2 sign out, and as always, peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, y'all. Peace.